Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. John from Designed Elegance Pastry Shop here for you tonight. We are going to make some peanut butter fudgy brownies. Cheesy peanut butter fudge brownies. And they're going to be delicious. So this is going to be a real simple recipe. We're going to cheat and use some brownie mix, okay? The real trick is going to be with the peanut butter. So this is our base. Remember folks, the whole premise of the channel is to teach you how to take regular things and turn them into absolutely fantastic things. So that's what we're going to do with this brownie mix here. Okay. Whenever I'm using some kind of cake mix or whatever kind of mix, or even if I'm just, adding flour to a mix, if it's going to be, something light, I'll like to sift it. And basically what that does is a sift. You want to avoid all these little crumbs. Okay. There's one. Just takes one extra moment. I think we have a visitor.
I think we do.
I think we have two visitors.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's that. Now, what I've done is I've pre-measured the oil and the water, and then we're going to use some eggs as well. I'm going to start with the eggs. I'm back. All right, so let's crack some eggs here. You know how I like to do them one at a time, just to make sure they're okay. There's one. I'm going to need 4 here. 2. And 3. I could add an extra egg if I wanted them to be a little more cakey, but I prefer that they be a little more fudgy. So I'm just going to stick with the 4 eggs here. Okay. And I've got a half a cup of oil for each mix, and then I've got a quarter of a cup of water for each mix. So I'm going to add it all together, and I'm going to use my whisk here to blend it all. You just got to mix it enough to get smooth, that's all. Okay. There we go. All right, good enough. Doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. Okay, my pan, and now I already sprayed all the corners before I laid the paper in, but because I know how fudgy these guys are, I'm going to go ahead and spray the paper as well, because even though this is nice parchment, these these fudge brownies here, they do have a tendency to be nice and gooey on the bottom, which is what we want. Okay, but it makes it a lot easier to get them up off the paper when you spray it. Okay. Now I like to start with my batter first when I do this recipe, because then it has a chance to sit and settle in the pan while I'm making the peanut butter part of it. Okay. Notice I'm not hitting the bottom of the pan. I'm just trying to stay on the surface of the batter to spread it. There you go. All right, now we'll just let this sit while we make the other part of the project. Okay. Get that out of the way. Now let's leave this here. Okay, so next, what I want to do is start with, I'm going to start with 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. Okay. There we go. And I want to do 1 full 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Yummy, yummy. Whoever's had cream cheese with peanut butter before. You tried that? Yeah? It's yummy, isn't it? Your classic peanut butter pie recipe is going to have cream cheese and peanut butter together.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and maybe some other different things too. Certainly, you know, a little bit of sugar. We're actually going to add egg to this recipe too. Okay. Alright. That's a lot to leave on there, so I'm going to use my spatula. The rest of this, because look how much there is. Good lordy, can't leave all that. Heck, that's enough for a half a piece of bagel. Okay, there's that. Now, what I'm going to do is get this softening up. So what I want to do is, you know, basically use the granulated sugar to soften the cream cheese. Okay. Now we'll just give it a quick scrape here. Okay. Oops. Do a couple more steps, so it doesn't need to be perfect. All right, another egg. Now I'm gonna use half of this peanut butter. This is an 18-ounce. It's a small cup of peanut butter. Basically, it's a 2-cup jar. I'm going to use one, you know, half of it. So sugar, then cheese, then an egg, then the peanut butter, and then another egg. If you do the 2 eggs together, then it gets really runny and loose. You know.
I figured that was probably the reason you waited for the second egg.
This is the way I did it earlier. I could probably put a 3rd egg in there too if I wanted to, but I'm not making cheesecake. Right. You know.
And boy, if that was cheesecake, man, that would be dynamite.
Oh yeah. You know, that would be a good lesson to do. Peanut butter cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. Usually when I think of you know, peanut butter and cream cheese together, I think of the peanut butter pie filling. You know, or like, you know, this kind of filling. Well, that's basically what I'm doing here. Only a tighter version of it. But yeah, an actual peanut butter cheesecake. Oh yeah, with like a graham cracker crust or maybe like a
Oreo crust.
Yeah, that would be really
Peanut butter
good.
chocolate.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And then finely diced Reese's cups on top.
Oh,
Sprinkled.
oh yeah.
Little
See that.
whipped cream action going too.
Oh yeah, stop it. That would be good. That would definitely be good. Okay. Notice how this whipped a little bit?
Yeah.
Seems a little lighter.
Yeah.
Okay. the easiest way to do this is to just scoop. I feel like I'm scooping cookies.
Looks like it.
I know.
It almost has the texture of what looks like soft ice cream, doesn't it?
That's why, yeah, absolutely. I should save the last bit for the corners here. The corners are always what get left out. Okay, let's use this spatula now. Get the last of it. And all that I just dug out of there. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Alrighty, now we got to do a little blendy action. So, and this looks a little rough at first, but this is the best way to do it, because you want to spread the peanut butter out. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You got two different textures here. See, so it's difficult to just, you know, run the knife through and have them blend easy. That's just not going to happen. But once you get it all even, see, like what I'm doing here, now I can just come back and do something like that. No, I want to quit while I'm ahead. All right, check that out. Pretty neat, huh?
It was.
Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll crank up our oven to our normal temperature, which would be 290 in my convection oven, which would be 340 for you folks at home. Now, what you're going to want to do is preheat that oven. We're going to bake this guy for probably about 25 to 30 minutes, okay? And what you're going to want to do is, in your oven, you know, you can set your racks on the lower or the middle or the upper. There should be 3 settings, okay? You want to have just one rack in the oven, okay? And what you want to do is have the pan be on the middle, okay? In the middle shelf, okay? and you're going to want to rotate it, okay, partway through. That's what I'm going to do, and you know, basically that's what's going to make it bake the most evenly. So now, if you have a only two, then what I would recommend is that you leave your both of your racks in. Start with it on the bottom, okay, and then halfway through, when you turn it, put it up on the top shelf. Okay, that's going to give you your best bake and your best, most even bake. And then also keep in mind, because these are brownies, you want to naturally underbake them just a touch, just so that they remain just a little bit gooey. Okay, you'll have your first inch or two, are probably going to look up a little bit, and they're going to look a little dryish around the edges. But that center, basically, it's still going to look a little bit wet, even though they're going to be done, okay? Because by the time they cool, then they finish baking. And what you're looking for really is just to see a little jiggle in the oven. If you see, if you tap your brownie pan when they should just about to be done, you should see a little bit of wiggle in the center of the oven. If you've got wiggle all over the top, they're not done. Okay, if you don't have any wiggle at all, get them the heck out of the oven right now. Okay, so that being said, we'll be right back. All right, folks. So here we are with the peanut butter brownies. Now, when I put them in the oven, I couldn't help myself. I had to grab a bag of Reese's peanut butter chips. Okay, I used about half the bag, sprinkled the bread on top, and they baked right in. I think that they're going to be awfully delicious.
Oh yeah.
So as far as the timing was, I was right on the money. Took about 25 minutes. Okay, and I turned it, halfway through, and then I let them sit. They've cooled for a little while on the table, and now we're gonna cut into them and see how they taste. Okay, so
let's do this, my friend.
Yeah, I've learned in the past that the best way to start a pan like this is to loosen it. Here we go.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh. Sure does smell good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks very, very tender.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems that parchment on the bottom actually really helped.
Well, that protects the bottom, makes it so you can get it out of the pan nice and easy.
Right.
Makes it a little difficult to cut at first until you get it going,
Yeah.
But now I got it started, so it'll be easier. Okay, so, oh man, look at that. See how it looks on the inside there?
Nice and gooey.
Yeah, see here you got your peanut butter here, right there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do this.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's when you know they're nice and
This one's
tender.
getting a little messy here. I think I'm going to try that one.
That works. I think the bosses will be quite happy.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see what's going on here. We got to pull this paper off. Did you try it?
Not yet. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be divine.
Look at the bottom.
Ooh,
see with
fudgy.
the peanut butter?
Yep.
Let me just do this before I
Yep.
delve in. Because once I put my fingers in my mouth, then I don't want to touch the rest of these guys, you know?
That's okay.
Okay, look at that. Okay. All right. Shall we?
Shall we? Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Ah, it's banging. It's not too sweet.
My friend, you did it again.
I only put I only put a little bit of sugar in that peanut butter mix.
Right.
And boy, it's really offsetting against the fudge, really nice against the chocolate, you know? Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Oh.
that's banging.
What can I say?
I'm so glad I put the chips on.
You took the ordinary and made it extraordinary.
I like that, Dan. I like that. Oh, man, that was good. So, yeah, I mean, we took some regular brownie mix, whipped up a little bit of peanut butter and cream cheese and sugar, egg, blended it all in, and wow, holy macaroni, that's good. All right. You got anything else you want to say?
Well, if you got any ideas for recipes you want to try, you see something on the internet, please send it along. We love trying experiments.
Please like the video. And,
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's great if you share it, but, you know, please like it and please leave a comment as to what you want to see next time or in the future. And we do appreciate when we get new members. Fella just, we got a new subscriber the other day.
Woohoo!
I forget his name, but hopefully he's watching this.
Shout out to you, sir.
And then, yeah, like we said, anything you want to see, please just put in the comments. And on that note, folks, don't forget, bake with love and joy and love in the heart. It's always going to be delicious. Happy baking. Praise the Lord. We'll see you on the next one.